Mr. Cardone, this is Vince Del Monte. One of your sales guys just called me and asked if I'd got any results since your 3-day sales boot camp, and I said, you better believe it. It's over $200,000 in 30 days.
Without that boot camp, we wouldn't have had a good system in place, and thanks to Grant and thanks to that boot camp, we went from 200,000 to 600,000.
And since that boot camp, man, my income went from about 6,000 now to 11,500, almost 12,000, and this is just starting, man.
I would recommend for anybody that is interested in increasing their sales, increasing their profit, they've got to get to the next boot camp.
Hey, welcome to the Cardone Zone. Every Monday I come to you to talk about real estate investing. Today I'm talking to you about how to create magic in your real estate. Yes, I said the word magic. The M word has been dropped. Every Monday I come to you to talk about apartments, investing in apartments, buying real estate, flipping homes if you want to play that game. What's too small, what's too big, how to get it financed, how to exit, how to make money in real estate. I've done, I don't know, over the last 30 years, about over $1 billion worth of real estate. So I know a little something about it, and I want to share my information freely with you so that you can get in the game and avoid some of the mistakes that I've made. I've made many mistakes, many mistakes. And one of the mistakes I made was I didn't understand the magic of the refi when I got involved in the deal, okay? So let me explain to you what I mean by the refi. If you want to call in, 305-865-8668, 305-865-8668. Call in. I'll look at your deal or I'll answer your question or both. Okay? I'm going to show you what's called the refi. I bought a deal once. It was $3.2 million. It was in San Diego, California, called Claremont LLC. I think we called it Claremont. I forget the name of it now. It was Claremont. Sherry would probably know what the name of it was. But I owned this deal for 12 years. I refinanced it 4 times. Now, I know a lot of you, if you've been listening to Dave Ramsey, you don't want to refinance stuff. You've been told to pay your stuff off. That's not what you want to do in multifamily, okay? This was a 66-unit deal. Claremont, San Diego, California, okay? On the highway. I painted it yellow, the brightest yellow you could possibly paint a building. It looked like a little motel. It had 1 swimming pool. And I took the top band of it and I made it maroon. Okay, when I got my first loan on the deal at $3.2 million, the bank said, please do not paint it yellow with the maroon. I said, no, dude, I did this on another deal in Mesa and I made a bunch of money there. And then I dropped a bunch of palm trees in. I think I dropped, I don't know, about $100,000 worth of palm trees, painted the joint, and it was an unbelievable performer for me. When I bought the deal, I put $500,000 down to buy the deal. I financed $2.7 million, and I waited. 3 years later, I refinanced the property. When I refinanced the property, because the NOI had improved, the bank said the property was now worth $6 million. Sorry, $6 million. They gave me a loan for $4.5 million. How much did I owe on it? Do you remember what I owed? 2.7. I got $1,800,000 back on refi. Okay? Now, this is something that very few people ever tell you about. I know the flippers, the guys that are doing flippers don't tell you about it. The guys that are doing homes don't tell you about it. The guys that are doing duplexes and fourplexes don't tell you about it. The reason I tell you guys stay at 32 units, this was 66. I got a check back from a company called Wells Fargo. That's a bank, legitimate bank, even though they've been known to create accounts unnecessarily, or in their case, necessarily, okay? They gave me a check for a property I owned. I did not sell this. This is selling a property, getting the money without turning control over to another person. There is nothing better in all of real estate than this. This is the biggest loophole in the tax code I'm sharing with you right now. The single biggest loophole. Blackstone knows it. All the Wall Street guys know it. This is the biggest loophole in the entire tax code. I own this property. Remember, I have $2.7 million were financed on this deal. Okay? What did I say I put down on that? 400 grand or something? $500,000. I put 500 grand down when I bought the deal. Put 500 grand down. I financed $2.7 million. The bank said, your new deal, because 3 years after I bought it, had improved the income. Your deal is now worth $6 million. The bank wants to lend you money. That's how they make money. They lent me $4.5 million, okay? What did I do? I paid down the 2.7. I paid off the 2.7 I owed. That's the number I owed. That was my old loan. And that left me, I deduct this, right? 6 million, that's the value. 4.5 was the new loan. The new loan. Let me just show this to you over here, because you're probably going to have to go back and watch this, because this is magic. Okay? And then I paid back the old loan. That's how I paid back the old loan. Why? Because it had $4.5 million, but in escrow, when I went to the escrow company, they're like, hey, you got to pay back this old loan. Everybody tracking me right now? And I end up with $1,800,000 in my pocket. And I still own that deal. Now, let me tell you the magic of the magic that would make David Copperfield and that dumbass that we went and saw. Chris, what? What a dumbass, okay? What a terrible show. I don't know if Copperfield's show is any worse, but it couldn't be, okay? This $1.8 million, guess what the tax bill was on me getting a check? By the way, remember this. I put 500 grand down to own the thing, and I got a check back for 3 times that plus 300 grand. Guess what the tax bill was? I walked away with $1.8 million in cash, paid myself back my 500, still got $1.3 million in cash money, and my tax bill that year was 0 on that money. That's magic, folks. If you don't learn this game, that's why you guys out there doing flippers, single family homes, 2 units, 4 units, that game, this magic game, the refi game, which is the explosion of real estate where I can actually sell something. Check this out. Sell it, keep it, and pay no taxes. My name's Grant Cardone, and I'm sharing with you, by the way, I talk about that in my new book, How to Create Wealth. That's true wealth right there. Sell it, keep it, and pay no taxes. I shared this in my new book. If you want to grab a copy, go to cardonecapital.com/book and get it for free. Just take care of the shipping and the handling, even though we don't use ships over here.
Marco Santarelli of Norada Real Estate is the foremost expert in getting your money to work for you. At Norada, most people do not have the time to invest or do the work it takes to grow their wealth. Marco and his team will handle it. Working in 16 markets nationwide, Marco and his team will help set up a strategy to take you through step-by-step how to invest your money the right way and get you earning 8% returns from day one. If you need financing, we have it handled. The inspection for your property, if you need titles done, we have it handled. This is a one-stop shop to get you involved in the real estate game. Norada Real Estate and Marco Santarelli will ensure that you have what you need to start investing the right way. To learn more, visit noradarealestate.com. That's noradarealestate.com. Wealth Dynamics is an independent wealth creation firm. We have products and services that help you make money, keep money, and multiply money. You cannot build wealth without doing all 3 of these things. We save our clients 25% on debt, insurance, taxes, and investment fees, increase income by 30%, guarantee tax-free liquid savings with cash flow banking, and secure 8 to 10% fixed annual returns on your investments without without Wall Street. On average, we can do this in the first 90 days of working with you. Simply schedule a free consultation with a wealth coach. Our services often cost you nothing more than what you're already spending. Go to wealthdynamics.com/contact to schedule your free consultation. When it comes to next generation telecommunications and setting up your business, there's no better company than Bullfrog. From setting up mobile office telecommunication technology to integrating with CRMs and call tracking, Bullfrog Communications has every service you need to handle, maintain, and expand your communication line with your customers. Upgrade your business phone right now. Let us help you grow your business with smart, easy, flexible, and efficient technology that gets your company on the road to better communication and next-generation business phone systems. To learn more, get a free quote at bullfrog.net. That's bullfrog.net. There is only one company to work for in the smart home industry, Skyline Security. Right now is looking for the best of the Grant Cardone following to join their team and expand financially and professionally. Go to joinskyline.com to register. Labeled by Inc. 5000 as the fastest growing company for the last 2 years in a row, you get to protect families, grow your wealth, and join a team of top producers. Skyline is looking for great people. Go to joinskyline.com. That's joinskyline.com to get started on a brand new 10x career path. Go to joinskyline.com to register.
Hey, welcome back to Cardone Zone, where I'm talking about real estate every Monday. Every Monday, I come to you and share with you the details of this book, exactly, precisely how I got started in real estate at the age of 33 years old and how I went from buying one single family home to, I think I got, I don't know, some stupid, ridiculous number, 5,000 apartments, just under 5,000 apartments. Another 1,000 units will go down here in the next 60 days that we're buying. We'll cross the $1 billion mark before the end of the year of real estate owned. Okay, so of everybody that you guys watch on real estate, okay, I promise you I am in a better position, have more experience in this particular space that I'm sharing with you. I don't flip homes. I'm not talking about buying a house and fixing it. I don't do the deeds. Sydney Tor, my buddy, what's his name? My boy. Yeah, Sydney, man. Sydney on the deed dude, man. Good dude, man. Good dude. I don't do his deal, okay? I don't do Ryan Singer. What's his name? What's my boy Ryan's name? He does the New York. He does a show on TV, flipping homes or something. Come on, Natalie, help me out. By the way, Natalie's in the house. You want to grab any of our promotions that we're doing for our boot camp this weekend? Hit Natalie up. I'll give you her number. She's got magic. 515-3772. Okay, if you want anything from Natalie, deals, special deals, payment deals, whatever. Natalie she's the president of Cardone Bank. And she is the president. She makes the loan decisions. So anything you need, you got bad credit, no credit, you don't pay people back. I mean, you got bankruptcies, but you still want to be part of the 10X thing. You want to come to my boot camp, or you want to come to Miami and come to our 10X, whatever you want, man. You talk to Natalie. She is the OG, and she give you my money quick, okay? All right, so we're talking about real estate today, and I'm talking to you about something that no one in the space talks about, and it's called the magic of the refi, okay? I have done this. If you have questions about it, just call me. I have done this on deals big and on deals very small. So I gave you the 66 unit deal. I'm going to give you one more deal that I did it on. This deal was $58 million when I bought it. $58 million. When I share with you, we put $15 million down when we bought it. You're like, oh my God, that's a lot of money. You know what I always tell you in this show? I always tell you, if you can't figure it out with about 6 zeros, you shouldn't be doing a little deal. If you can't figure a $58 million deal out, you should not do a $58,000 deal. If adding 3 zeros to your deal complicates your situation, you don't understand. You're buying the wrong kind of real estate. We put $15 million down. You're like, oh, if I had $15 million, I could do that too. No, you couldn't. You have no idea how much fear there is writing a check for $15 million. I worked my ass off my whole life to save that money, put that money away, store that money, protect that money, and then one day I had to give it over to somebody so I could get this. Now, it made sense to me. Would you trade $15 million for $58 million? See, to me, it's a no-brainer. Like when you look at it like that, see, you guys are you're so busy spending bullshit on donuts and cars and Oreo cookies and vacations and renting a boat for the weekend that you never get the 15 million. What I did was I didn't do any of that stuff. I didn't do the traveling. I'm not going to Greece. I don't have the pictures. I don't have the memories. I sacrificed, stored the dough. I talk about this in a millionaire booklet. Store the dough so you can buy the doughs. $58 million asset I bought with 15 million bucks. I thought it was a steal. I was still scared to death. I financed $43 million. Okay? The debt on this $43 million had to be funded by the properties because I don't want to pay every month. I want to be paid. I need my $15 million to make me money, right? Okay, so the first part of this is I need cash flow from the 15. Right? I got 58. 58. I put 15 down. I want my 15 to earn money. The 15's an entity. It took a lot of energy. It took a lot of hard work. It took a lot. You got to respect the 15. That's why I don't make investments that I don't get paid back for every month. See, what you guys do is y'all go buy some Bitcoin. Or you buy some bullshit. You buy some freaking Snapchat stock or some Twitter stock or some Google stock. You would have made money on all those, but you shouldn't have done it because you weren't paid every month. I need my money to earn money every month. That's the only way you get a second flow of income. It removes my risk. I'm sitting there earning money every month. And the more money you earn every month, the better shot you have of refinancing this $43 million later on. As the income grew every month from the cash flow, I went back to the bank recently. I'm going to blow your mind right now. I'm talking magic. We're talking super wealth now, okay? This is the magic that the super wealthy understand that the rest of the world is never privy to, and I'm giving it to you today. That piece of property that I paid $58 million for, we improved the operations on the property to the point to where we went back to the bank and the bank said, we would like to lend you $115 million back on that property. I owe $45 million. Actually, the number is because I'm going to take out one. We added a building. I added a sixth building to it that we bought around the property. The total loan proceeds after 5 years of ownership, this is our first refi on the deal. Actually, it's our second one. Just because when I'll correct myself when I tell you the wrong information. We took a little small supplemental loan on this deal. Supplemental loan, that's an additional loan. I had $15 million in this deal. Is that right? I think it was 43 we owed. 43. We had $15 million down. 3 years into the deal, we took $7 million of our money out of the deal. Now today we only have $8 million in. We went back to the bank and said, hey, we want to refinance our property. Can I do that? They said, send us your operating statement. We did. And they came back and said, yeah, we'll give you $105 million. This is magic, baby. Check this out. Okay? We're going to give you $105 million. Grant, you owe 51. Remember, I owed 58. No, I owed 43. I added $8 million. So I think I owe $51 million there right now. There's going to be a $2 million penalty for paying the loan off early. $2 million, dude. I got to give those people $2 million because I took a 10-year loan that I'm paying off early, and they're like, hey, I want my money, dude. Okay, so let's see. 105 less 51. I owe 51 plus the penalty, 53. I get a check for $52 million. Guess what the tax bill is going to be? Going to be nothing. One check, $51 million, and the tax bill would be zero. Okay? Now, check it out. Do I still own the property? This is called sell it, keep it, and pay no taxes. You want to know how to do this, folks? Get the book. Hold on. Get the book, How to Create Wealth, okay? Using real estate. The only game that allows you to do this today. without going to Wall Street and becoming a hedge fund guy, the only game available in the world today is buying apartments, improving the operations of the apartments, buying great locations, buying big properties, and then going back to the bank and refinancing. I'm not over refinancing them. I know I got 6 callers on. When we come back, I'm going to answer your questions. This is the magic of the refi. If you want to grab the book, I'll send it to you for free. Just handle the shipping, and it's coming to you.
Do you want to never have to worry about money again? Are you willing to put in the work to make your dreams come true? With my hands-on training, you can achieve real results selling high-ticket products online. I will show you how you can generate millions per year online. Learn how to build a $30 million business without wasting money on advertising or having to compete for traffic. You can start converting today. To get started, go to ecomexplosion.com. That's ecomexplosion.com right now. Instead of Jacksonville, Florida, this family-owned husband and wife team of realtors is there to serve you, track every process step by step, get you from contract into your new home or out of your current home sold and on the market. Chad and Sandy Newman will take you, market your home, and make sure that you will receive the best customer service ever. They're going to sell your property above market value in 30 days or less. With over 12 years of experience, this team is there for you. To learn more, go to chadandsandy.com. That's chadandsandy.com right now. Growing your future, protecting your past. J.D. Frost & Company, PLLC, is a public accounting firm. Offers a variety of assurance and tax services to businesses and individuals in the Chattanooga and surrounding areas. We focus on construction and manufacturing industries. Our primary objective is client satisfaction through excellent customer service. Work with the best. We are accredited by the BBB. This is J.D. Frost & Company for a full suite of tax assurance and management accounting services. Visit us right now at frostcpas.com.
Hey, it's Ted McGrath with Message to Millions. Do you want to create a presentation online that actually gets clients? So I got something for you here. 26-point framework. If you want to do videos that sell, webinars that sell, I've tested this for the last 6 years in my business. I've sold millions of dollars worth of products and services online. Click that link, grab the gift, tell me what you think about it, and I will see you soon inside the gift.
Hey, welcome back to the Cardone Zone. Every Monday, 12 p.m., I talk real estate. Today, I'm talking about the magic of the refi, how to sell something, keep it. I'm not actually selling it. I'm refinancing it with the bank. I'm actually getting the bank to give me money. I've done this numerous times. If you have a question on it, call me 305-865-8668. Natalie's got them on the phone. You guys are grabbing books at record levels. We're almost through the entire 10,000 that I printed. So I think we got a couple more boxes left. If you want to grab yours, grab it at cardonecapital.com/book, B-O-O-K. If you can't read one, at least know how to write book. And by the way, if you want to be an investor with me at Cardone Capital, just register for the information. If you're accredited, there's a registration. Non-accredited, those of you who are not qualified as accredited, I'm going to be able to offer you a partnership position in my real estate going forward so you can take advantage of some of this magic. What's going on, Adam?
Hey there, Grant. How are you?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
Doing fine, thank you.
Thanks for calling.
I have a question on one of the comments you made on one of your prior shows about Cardone Capital when you were marketing those services. You mentioned that if a business has funds available, let's say at the end of the year, let's say I have a business and I have $300,000 of free cash flow at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And I want to invest with your capital, Cardone Capital. You mentioned that that's a tax write-off. How
no,
can that be a tax write-off in my business?
Yeah, no, you might have misunderstood me. You can't. So, like, this is income, right? And it passed through to you. So now you move this money into an investment. That doesn't count as a non-taxable event. The income from the 300 once it's invested is taxed on income, on distributions that we pay every month. Cardone Capital, we, unlike other REITs or syndicators, we pay checks to our investors every month that we have cash flow. Every month we have cash flow, we write a check to our investors. If for some reason a property didn't cash flow, we would not be able to write a check. We wouldn't do that. But so with all investments, there are some risks. But this money, by the way, is taxed at, I think, 21%. The lowest tax rate of any distribution available today. That happened as a result of the new Trump tax law. This 300 grand, however, okay, if I refinance this and return your 300,000, there would be no tax bill on. But the money's got to be taxed. The money's got to be taxed as income, and then you invest after tax dollars in your investment. So,
so I would have to move those 300K out to like a separate LLC to invest with you, right? That's what you're talking about?
No, not necessarily. You know, I mean, you could do that, but you don't have to do that. I already have the LLC. The LLC, basically your money, if you're right here, or it's me, let's say it's GC, what's his name again?
Adam.
Adam. So Adam, you got money going into a deal, 300 grand, and I got $30 million going into the deal. That's kind of what it looks like, by the way. I'm buying the deal, right? Okay. This money, both monies go into an LLC. We want an LLC created. You don't need to create the LLC. That just costs you money. I already created the LLC. Why do we want an LLC? I want to protect this from the public coming back and suing Adam or Grant for anything. You can sue the LLC. Right. You can claim stuff about the limited liability corporation. Okay, by the way, the bank where I took the loan out for $60 million, that's about what this would be. $30,300,000 will buy $60 million worth of debt, a $90 million deal. Trust you, there will be a lawsuit. Somebody going to sue me about something. I busted my ankle while I was smoking crack pipe. I wasn't paying attention, but I'm suing you for it. No, you're suing the LLC, dog. Go at it. Okay? That's called a crack rock ankle block. Okay? So sue the LLC because I don't want them suing you, Adam. Adam, by the way, Adam, for all of you out there that are looking at doing your own deals, if Adam owned this LLC, they'll probably sue Adam and the LLC. With me, they won't even know Adam exists. With Cardone Capital, like to find out who all the investors are would never happen. They won't even know about Grant over here. They're going to know about the LLC. They'll probably find out about Cardone Capital. Grant Cardone owns it. Let's sue him too. But they're going to have to do a lot of work to do that. So it better be a bad. Yeah, go ahead.
The 300K let's say I put in $1 million. Just keep 300K for example. Would I actually get any depreciation benefits?
Absolutely.
From that?
You get all the same. Everything that I get as a property owner, you're a property owner. You're not a shareholder. You own a percentage of that property, of the LLC that owns the property. You own the property. You're a property owner. You get the depreciation. You get all the tax write-offs, because I want those tax write-offs. And again, this is how we're different than other syndicators and REITs. You are in this thing a partner with me, okay? You're partnering with me. If it's just me and you. Remember, Adam, I bought this deal with my money. You came along later. Adam came along, and then Gary, my brother, came along. My sister came along, and then we started allowing other people to come along, okay? This is Adam. This is Gary. This is Diane. This is Elena. Elena's an investor in my deal. The deal Adam gets is exactly the same as my brother, my sister, and my wife. There is no difference. So you're going to get a tax. You're going to get a tax. We're going to file, I think it's a K1. Ask Sherry what it is. I think it's a K1 at the end of the year, not a 1099 because you're a property owner. If you were, right. if you worked at the property, you're going to get a 1099. That's income. If you're a property owner, you're going to get a K1, which allows you probably in the first 2 or 3 years, you're going to get a K1s. You're going to get a distribution of, say, let's say if you put $1 million in, okay, you'll probably get a distribution on $1 million, watch this, of $60,000 to $100,000 a year. Some of these go lower because they're nicer properties. The nicer the property, the lower the cash return. But your depreciation on this deal is probably going to be, I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't know exactly. It's going to be more than the distribution. So your tax bill is going to be zero.
Oh, okay, so that's where the advantage is. Okay, that's what I was missing.
Yeah. That's where your tax bill goes to zero. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you one other example, and I know we got a lot of callers on, so stay tuned, guys. You guys that are on call, I'm going to take all your calls today, okay? Here's Ryan Secco. Ryan Secco sold 18 properties, had a $500,000 profit, okay? Rather than him trying to 1031 into my new deal, I had a deal for him in Nashville. 1031 means he could move the property, sell the properties, and move into this and not pay any taxes on the 500. It was too complicated. It was too complicated to do it because when I exit out of this deal, it was going to create a problem down the line. I said, Ryan, don't do it. Pay your taxes. Okay? He paid a 20% tax bill. It's the lowest tax rate in the world, dude. 20% is nothing. You paying 30 and 35 and 40% on your income right now. Okay? He paid a $100,000 bill. He's like, oh my God, I can't believe my tax is going to be $100 grand. It's the lowest there is available, dude. You can't complain about all taxes. He ended up with 400 grand. I said, look, just put a clean 400 into Nashville. You guys worry about the wrong things. He's like, man, what's Nashville going to do? You're going to make 3 or 4 times on your money. Okay? I'm refinancing or selling. Not sure which one we're going to do right now. We're probably going to sell Nashville. I paid 50. What did I pay for that deal? I think I paid $63 million for Nashville. I'm selling it for $91 million. Ryan's only been in the deal 2 years. Okay, Ryan's going to walk away with $1 million. His 500 grand, he paid 100 to get 400 to get $1 million. While he got paid, okay, while he went from owning 18 units to part of 800 units. See, you want the exposure to the bigger. That's what we do at Cardone Capital. We're buying massive properties, 31 acres. 400 units at a time, great locations, and we're going to keep them 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. Try to refinance them or try to sell them. Let's talk to the next caller. These callers are getting better and better every week, huh? Okay. What's going on, man?
Hey, Grant, how are you today?
Brother, I'm good. I'm good. I'm real good.
Excellent. I'm glad it's Monday. So I have a simple question for you. I have saved up in money market. I have $20,000 saved up. And just putting that away, and I have an opportunity to invest in a company's funeral home. I'll be 15% owner, and it's going to run me $15,000 down, $2,500 till that's paid off. Or would I use that to keep stacking that so that I can go ahead and invest in a multifamily home down the road?
I mean. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't. I don't know how. Look, there's no better investment than a good business. The real estate that I buy is a business. It's a business. It's a piece of land with a business on top of it. Okay, so funeral homes, people are going to keep dying. Probably going to be a lot of them die here in the next 30 years.
Yes.
One of the biggest, and people believe in burying their bodies for some reason, dumbass reason. Oh, let's do a whole process. We're going to spend $10,000 we can't afford on a box to protect the body. It's just a body. It's just a body. I mean, it's the dumbest thing in the world, if you ask me. Like my mom and my dad, and my older brother are sitting in a box. Their bodies are sitting in boxes. They aren't. Hopefully, they're not still in the damn box.
I'm with you. I know how people feel. I agree.
But people believe their bodies, so they're like, "Oh God, dang, we gotta put Mama in a good box." Your mama don't care about the box now. Do something really nice for her. You should have done that while she was living. But dude, so that being said, he didn't buy her a car, but he's gonna buy her a box. So that being said, I mean, it's gonna be a great business for a lot of people because there's a lot of people that just believe in the whole, one life thing. Anyway,
yep.
You just need to know who you're doing business with, bro.
Yeah, I trust them 100%. I've been working with them for quite a while.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people that trust a lot of people that end up in a business that they end up hating each other. So, because just because you can trust an honest person doesn't mean an honest person wins at business. It just means they're honest. Okay. And what I want when I do business with somebody, honesty is not the first thing I'm looking for. I'm looking for production. I'm looking, can you win? Can you make that business work? Okay. Now, do I want somebody that's honest? Yeah, I don't want dishonest people, but I'm not looking for honesty first. First thing I'm looking for is, dude, can you freaking blow up my investment? And that's why I love real estate so much, because I can take 20 grand. I mean, look, we're going to open a fund up where you can put 20 grand, even though you're non-accredited. You're going to be able to invest with Cardone Capital and get, like, invest in deals where the investment is the property, okay? You can't, this piece of property behind me, there's not a story here that I need to pitch. Nobody needs to die to think that that property is not going to be worth more money 10 years and 15 years and 20 years from now. We do need to change the chlorine in the pool from time to time. Okay, so I do need to run a business. I do need to treat people right. Let's talk to our next caller. That was a great question. Rob in the Calg. Dude, you guys in Canada, y'all coming at my apartments hard right now. Every day I get a call from a big group in Canada. Would you sell that portfolio? Every week we get that phone call from Canadian, Toronto, Vancouver, Calgary, saying our prices down here are cheap compared to yours. What's up, man?
Grant, how are you?
Come on, man. I'm doing great.
I'm so excited to finally get through to you.
Glad to talk to you. Sorry I had you on hold so long.
Oh, don't worry about that. That's nothing. I have got a question here for you, and a deal I was wondering if you could have a look at for me.
Okay.
I've got family down in Tucson, Arizona.
Okay.
So, like I said, I'm calling from Calgary, but I've got family down there. It's an 88-unit apartment block that needs some renos. They're asking $3.5 million for it. It's got an NOI of $305,000.
305.
Stated
88 units.
It's got 88 units, yeah.
Okay.
It's got a stated cap of 7.74%. What do you think of it?
Okay, 305,000. Do you have an address?
Yep, it's the Pine Tree Village in Tucson.
So the first thing I think, dude, is $3.9 million. First thing I think of is if you show me a 7.74 cap, I'm already getting a little like, okay, it's a C property, C location. I already know what this is, right? Now I'm gonna take another look at something here. The $3.9 million. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's how much it's going to be. Is that what they're asking?
3.5 million.
Okay, sorry, I was a little high. 3.5 divided by. By the way, I guessed this price without. So I was in the neighborhood. 3.5 million. 35 divided by how many units? 88.
88.
Yeah, it's what, 113,000 a door? Is that what it is?
No, it's like 40,000 a door.
Yeah, 40,000 a door. $40,000 a door. It's garbage, dude. I mean,
stay away from it.
It's garbage. Like, the big question you got to ask yourself: it's going to be a great cash flow. It's going to probably make you 12 or 14%. How are you going to exit the deal, though? Who wants this thing 10 years from now?
Right.
It's Tucson, bro. I own 2,200 units in Tucson. I went into Tucson, Arizona on a Monday. Friday, I came out with 2,212 units. I owned it for 3 years. Picked up $25 million there and got out of town and said, I'll never go back to Tucson.
So stay out of it.
I'm just saying, man, like if you're gonna put money, how much money are you gonna put in that deal?
I was hoping to put a couple $100,000 into it.
You should look at what we're buying that we can exit on. You have to figure out your exit.
Right.
Okay. I
was thinking it would be something to renovate and hold.
Yeah. Well, hold till when? You guys think that, oh, I'm gonna hold this stuff forever? It's gonna be one day that property is gonna be 60 years old. It's Tucson, right, bro. Ain't nobody going to Tucson. People from Mexico don't even stay in Tucson. People sneak over, stay a couple nights in Tucson and say, fuck it, I'm going to Phoenix. I'm going to Salt Lake City. I'm going to Vegas. I ain't staying in Tucson, man. Only people that stay in Tucson are the crims. Right. I'm just kidding, man. I made some good money, but you got to figure out how to get out of there. If you're going to buy in Tucson, You got to figure out how to get out of Tucson. So that's all I'm saying to you. All you guys need to know, like your cap rate, you need to know your price, you need to know your debt, who's going to operate the deal, but how you going to get out? I talk about the exit in my book. You should know your exit on the way out. You should know who the buyer is going to be, the buyer type is going to be, and the price you can sell at. When I went into Tucson, I knew what I would sell the 2,200 units for. I knew who my buyer was going to be. By the way, let me add one other thing to this story. The guy I sold my 2,200 units to lost them all. He bought them for me. So don't think that everybody makes money in real estate. You can get your brains blown out in a deal. You pay too much, wrong location, at the wrong time, you can get trapped, okay? So I would just say to you, hey, before you pull the trigger down in Tucson, okay, I would love for you to look at what we're doing with Cardone Capital. We got a lot of Canadians looking at our funds right now as a way to own really, really beautiful pieces of real estate in great locations in the U.S. Orlando, Houston, Texas, Miami. Those aren't going away. Tucson, not on any, like you take the top 100 cities in America, Tucson's not on that list. Next. Paul in Columbia, man. What's it like down there?
Grant, Uncle G, what's going on?
Come on, my man. Come on, my nephew. What's happening?
It is beautiful.
You got a deal? Hey, you got a deal, or you got a questione?
I got a question, Grant. So
okay.
Actually, I got some advice. I'm trying to do the trade 3 greenhouses into 1 red hotel. Here's my situation. I'm a defense contractor. I work in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Thank you, man. Appreciate your service.
I make over $200,000 a year. And right now, my portfolio consists of, I have a duplex that I own free and clear. I have a house that I own free and clear. And I have a 4-plex that I use my VA loan on that's all filled and rented. So basically, long story short, with management and fees, my cash flow right now is $2,400. So what I'm trying to do is pay off my 4-plex, which will be paid off this year, and I should have maybe a net worth of, we'll say, $400K.
But why, dude? Why do you want to pay your 4-plex off, bro?
Well, the reason I want to pay the 4-plex off, which is why I'm calling, is because what do I need to do for my debt-to-income ratio to be trading up, right? So like these 4-plexes and these duplexes, I feel that I can offload a lot of these properties to local investors that have little 401ks that are good with, I mean, if you have, for instance, my duplex, I'm into it for $90K and it's worth $120 and it cash flows right now $1,300.
Okay, good. Let's take the duplex though. I'm just going to show you a trick on the duplex, right? So let's just take the duplex. We know we don't want to be in that long term. You're already talking about it now. It's $120,000. Is that what you said it's worth?
Or be around there, yeah.
Yeah, you owe $90,000. Now you said something about trying to pay this off. Why do you want to pay anything off?
The reason I want to pay it all off is because I'm assuming I can take then a line of credit out of the properties and use that as a down payment for a bigger property to get my 1 red hotel.
But yeah, why do you want to be in the hotel business?
No, I meant as in a bigger property. 4 greenhouses, 1 red hotel.
Okay,
yep.
So let's just take the duplex. This is what I would do with the duplex, okay? I would, one thing you could do is just sell the duplex right now and pick up 30 and trade it into a deal that what, you owe 90? Did you say you owed 90?
No, I own it free and clear.
Oh. Okay. So
yeah,
this is what I would do. This is what I would do with the duplex. I would go refi the duplex. Okay, you'll get 90 on it. Let's say you only get 80 on it. You get 80 on it. Watch this. And then I would sell it. I pay no taxes on this. Okay, and then I'd go sell the property because you don't want that anyway. I don't want that. I don't want 2 units, folks. You don't want 2 toothpicks. As soon as you get them, you're like, shit, man, I'm out of toothpicks. I don't even want to use my toothpicks because if I use one, I'm down to 1. If I use the last one, now I'm out. You understand? I don't want to go on a 2-day vacation. Why would anybody go on a 2-day vacation? Because as soon as you get there, you're like, shit, I'm leaving. You got 2 units, man. There's no numbers here. This doesn't work. The most important number in real estate is this number. How many units do you have? Then I would take it back. This is a no tax situation. You take that 80 grand and then I would sell the property and pick up your other 40,000. And that's, you're going to have to 1031 this. On this, you're going to have time. On the 80,000, you're going to have time. On this, you're going to have to go 1031 exchange this and go buy a deal worth 120 grand. So watch what I have. I traded 120. I end up with a 120. Better deal. Maybe more units. And then end up with 80,000 in cash. I take the 80,000 in cash and I go buy another deal times 4, probably a $320,000 deal, or put them together, add 120 to that, and you end up with a $500,000 deal with the same money. Get your cash, refi, sell your deal, get your dough, 1031 both the cash and the mo. Nate. Magic, it's magic. It's magic, you know. Dude, it's real estate, man. Real estate is magic. Best tax code in the world supports real estate. That's why all the way back to the J.P. Morgans and the Rockefeller, all these guys were investing in real estate, okay? All of them. Guarantee you, the Zuckerbergs and the Warren Buffett, they're buying real estate. They're investing in either companies that control. Coca-Cola controls a lot of real estate. Don't kid yourself. You know what they do? They don't own shopping stores. They rent space at the supermarket. That is real estate, ladies and gentlemen, that provides cash flow for Coca-Cola to fly off the shelves. That's real estate. You understand? J.P. Morgan, somebody said the railroad guy. Who was the railroad? I think Morgan was one of the original railroad guys, right? He owned the land underneath the rails. He had to put something on the land for the land to be valuable. It wasn't J.P. Morgan. J.P. Morgan was the oil guy. What did he own? He owned real estate that gushed. It gushed some oil. Okay, that land was worth nothing unless it had income. It had income from the oil. The railroad boys had income from the rails to pay for the land. Fargo. Wells Fargo, yeah. What did he have? He had the telegraph business, right? They rode the horses. Okay, let's go. Mike in Wisconsin, what's up?
Not much.
Yeah, everything, man. You got a deal or you got a question?
I have a question. So I'm 19. I had a son when I was 17, and me and his mother recently split. And so basically my question is, I have 2 jobs, and I'm working all the time, and I'm trying to start my business. So what should I do to what steps do you think I should do to build up my savings and get enough money to where I can move out of my parents' house? And
yeah, dude, well, you should move out of your parents' house this weekend. I mean, now you got the kid? You got the kid or she's got the kid?
She has the kid. Most of the time I have him.
Yeah, you need to move out of your parents' house as fast as you possibly can. Okay? Because your parents, you see, what happens is people are like, oh, I'm going to pay my debt off, or I'm going to move, I'm going to live with my parents. You act like you think that they're doing something for you that they're not. Paying off your debt does not improve somebody's financial situation. It just doesn't.
Right.
The only thing that improves anybody's financial situation is income. So, oh, I'm going to pay my debt off and then I'm going to have freedom now somehow. No, you're not, dude. Freedom doesn't come because you don't have debt. So freedom comes because you have capability and competence and confidence.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, oh, attitude is everything. No, attitude is nothing compared to confidence. I want confidence and I want competence when I go into a situation that I know I can get the deal done. So that's what I would work on right now, dude. Move out of your parents' house, get confidence in yourself, the ability to show up early, stay late, and make a difference in your environment. So you start having confidence in yourself, not an attitude, not a positive attitude, not a state change, This isn't some kind of psychological, I'm going to talk myself into something. I'm going to look in a mirror and convince. Dude, so you have personal confidence. Personal confidence comes from winning. You know, the dude for France that shot the 2 goals this weekend. 19 years old, dude. You know, guys walk. He's strutting around the planet right now like he's because he won. He won. Winning's important. So that's what I would do, bro. Get out of the house, because that's not winning for you. That's losing.
Sure.
And I know the marriage thing, you know, you knew that wasn't going to work out when when you hit it that night 2 years ago, or whenever it was, 2 years and 9 months. You knew that thing wasn't going to work out. No big deal. Just move on. Take care of the kid, man. Get your money right. Spend the right time with that kid so that kid doesn't have a bad taste in his mouth.
Yeah.
And then go rebuild the rest of your career, bro. You're way ahead of where I was when I was 19 years old. That's all I can tell you. Now, thank you for calling in. Cardone Zone every Mondays, folks. If you want more than just 1 hour of real estate, you want to read the book you like to read, grab How to Create Wealth in Real Estate. This is a book about exactly what deals you should be looking at, what you should not be looking at. I explained to you in this book exactly the first deal that you should do, the exact criteria, so that you don't make a mistake and buy the wrong deal. There's a lot of people out there buying the wrong deals. I mean, the biggest mistake is people aren't buying any deals. Second biggest mistake is you're buying the wrong deals. Okay? And most of those deals are just too small. So I'll show you exactly what you should be looking at, exactly how you should buy your deal, exactly what I've done that worked over and over again. I've done over 45 deals, 7 states, almost $1 billion worth of real estate we hold right now. Cash flows every month. I earn almost more cash flow from that one business than I do the other 6 businesses combined. So, yeah, so the website, if you want the book, is cardonecapital.com/book, cardonecapital.com/book. We're almost out of this first, what's it called, the first edition. Once we run out of those, I'll be selling the book. All I ask you to do when you get one, take a picture of yourself with the book and write a review. Take a picture of yourself, tag me, throw it on somewhere. Tag me at Grant Cardone, and then do a review on the book. That's all I ask you to do. Otherwise, you pay the shipping, handling. I'll take care of the book. I'll buy the book for you and send it out to you right away. Thanks for watching today. Tomorrow, Power Players. Wednesdays, G&E show. Thursdays, Young Hustlers. And Friday, we talk business and the economy and money. Oh, by the way, I'll see a bunch of you, about 500 of you here in town. I think we got 5 or 6 tickets left. I'll see a bunch of you in town Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for our business boot camp. And, dude, if you didn't hear, we're about to announce the location and the date of the biggest entrepreneurial conference ever held in the world. If you want me to buy your seat, go to 10xgrowthcon.com/10x, 10xgrowthcon.com/10x. And I'll take care of your seat. I'll buy the seat. You take care of the transaction fee. Okay, I think it's 5% of the total, what the ticket would be. You take care of the transaction fee. That's for us to process it, for us to give you a seat assignment. There's one other little thing with the place that we're renting, the handling fee, with the arena that we're renting and booking. You handle that. I'll handle the seat. 10xgrowthcon.com/10x. I think there's maybe 100 of those left. Millions of people follow me, so we'll probably go through those 100 in the next hour. Grab that, get yours. Can't wait to see you there. And that's only until I announce the location. Once I announce, everybody understand, once I announce the location and the destination and the date, it's all over. Thanks for watching.
Mr. Cardone, this is Vince Del Monte. One of your sales guys just called me and asked if I'd got any results since your 3-day sales boot camp, and I said, you better believe it. It's over $200,000 in 30 days.
Without that boot camp, we wouldn't have had a good system in place, and thanks to Grant and thanks to that boot camp, we went from 200,000 to 600,000.
And since that boot camp, man, my income went from about 6,000 now to 11,500, almost 12,000, and this is just starting, man.
would recommend for anybody that is interested in increasing their sales, increasing their profit, they've got to get to the next boot camp.